Hey guys, I am Christy and this is my Crafty Country. So this is my new craft room. It is actually our back porch that is closed in and it's still under renovation. So I am still trying to get the curtains up. So right now I actually have like sheets and stuff pinned up to keep the heat out because it's not insulated in here. So it's going to be a challenge to get everything, like the windows plastic, to keep some of the cold air out this winter and get my curtains up. But I'm working on I've got my ribbon up, I've got my paints, I've got some of my totes, getting some things organized. My shelves are out here, but it's still a hot mess. So forgive the mess behind me. And today we are going to work on making a snowman top hat out of a wire basket or the wire trash basket. I used just an oval, a black oval basket. They have the oval one, they have the round one, and they're the same height. These two are, well, no, one's a little bit taller by like a half an inch. Okay, so the round one and the circle one are about the same size, and then I could not find the black trash basket. I found the white one and I thought, this is the one I've seen people on TikTok and stuff do, that it seems awful big. I mean, that's a little trash can. Like, that's a bathroom sized trash can, right? Seems a little bit big for me. If you have a decent sized shelf and you want to put that big of one out, more power to you. I might make one, to be continued. But if not, then I have a trash can for the bathroom or the kids' room, or Lord knows these boys need trash cans in their rooms. Like, they'll use them. So I just went with the small oval. So that is the one I'm going to do today. And it is easy peasy. This is like easy craft day with Christy. Okay? So all you do is get one of these little wire baskets. The oval one is what I'm doing, like I said. And you just start bending slowly. Like, I'm pushing back with the palm of my hand. I'm pushing back towards me, and then I'm just pushing in with my thumbs. And I'm working all the way around, and I'm doing the same distance in. My thumbs are staying the same distance in all the way around. That way, this part of my hat is the same size all the way around. Okay, you don't have to measure it. If it makes you feel better to measure it and then mark where you're going to bend all the way around, more power to you. I just kind of wing it. That is how I craft. I wing it. And it works out okay for me. But if you need to measure yours, that is your choice. So I bend it until it's about flat. And then I have to go back around because there's some spots that are bulging out. And that's easy to fix. Just put fingers behind it when you do it so you don't push too far in, because this wire does bend really easy. And then I just bend it around and around and around until I get it the way I want it. And with mine, I actually went around with my hand flat on the inside to see if there were any bulging spots that I may have missed. And I did the same thing along the bottom. Make sure it is bent the way I want it. And there we go. There is our hat. I may actually go a little further in with some of this because I don't feel like the brim of the hat is quite as big as I want. But it's easy to adjust because once you get to working with this, you'll see what I mean. It's super easy. So now I'm going to go pick the ribbon I want to use. So I picked the red and black plaid. So all I'm going to do is run a little bit of hot glue right there on my ribbon. Just run a line of it across there. And then I'm just going to push it to where it is flat on that side of my hat. So here's the brim of my hat. I want the ribbon going around the band like that. So this ribbon might have actually been a little too big for this size of hat, but we're going to make it work. Okay, so once I get back around, I'm going to bring out the scissors I just measure. This plaid ribbon is so easy to cut and cut the right length because you just have to figure out what squares you have to cut at. So I need to cut right there at those squares. Okay. And then just run a line of glue across. We're just going to glue it to itself. So now it's been glued to the basket, and now we're gluing it to itself to secure it into place. And you might, if you have those pink finger protectors from Dollar Tree, those might come in handy right about now, because the glue is going to go through the ribbon if you use, unless you use a really thick ribbon, and then it may not. And I don't have any of those finger protectors handy to show you what I'm talking about. But if you go down to the Crafter Square section at the Dollar Tree, there are pink finger protectors. And they just look like thimbles, only they are rubber. Or silicone, I guess. So, I can't find mine, but that's okay. That's why I always burn my fingers. I never can find my finger protectors. So, there is the band of our top hat. Now I'm going to make a little bow to go on it. And all I'm going to do, I don't need tails on this one. So I'm going to go just a little bit in, maybe 2 sets of squares. So maybe an inch in. And I'm going to bundle it together. I am going to have a piece of pipe cleaner handy. I don't want silver. Now if I would have wanted silver, I would have grabbed black. Okay, so I just need like a half, third of a pipe cleaner, right? So go an inch in, bundle it up. Go, I don't know, maybe 5 or 6 inches. I don't want my bow to be too big because my hat's not too big. And then I bunch it up. And I do the same thing. And I'm just eyeballing mine. I just keep bringing it together and bunching it and pinching it between those fingers. Now, I want to make sure my loops are the same size. So I will put my fingers in them and check them like that. And that one's a hair too big. So I can adjust it right then and there. You want to measure as you go. That way, if you need to adjust that particular loop, you can do it right away. Because if you get down the road on it here, and then you figure out that loop number 2 was too small and you're already on loop number 5, you're going to have to adjust each and every loop. So I check them as I go. Okay, so that one's not big enough. Easy fix, because I'm still at it. So just add a little bit, and I'm only going to do 4 on this one, I think. So I do want to leave a little extra ribbon hanging over. Okay, so like an inch, like we started with. And then snip it off. Pipe cleaner around the middle. Now here's where you can get it uneven. Because the pipe cleaner, the pinch on that is more precise than where your fingers were. So you want to make sure once you get it bound together, before you twist, check and make sure they're even. Okay? Like mine are not. Just a hair off. So I can scoop my pipe cleaner over it a little bit to get it to where it is. Now we are even. And if I can get that hold of that one. Well, come on. Alright, so now those are all even. And they're bunched together. And I'll just twist them. And after I get it twisted, I'm going to double check and make sure both ends were in there good. Because I don't want this coming undone on me. So on the inside of the bow, I have that end. I'll tuck it back in now that I've seen it and checked it. And on the outside, I have this one. Okay, I actually cut too much on him, so I'm going to cut some off. That way it's not sticking out. I just need a little tail, okay? Probably like that. So now I have my cute little bow. It's a little double bow, and I'm not going to flip it out and everything. I'm just going to puff up my loops. Alright, so I may snip off a little bit of this pipe cleaner. You can, or you can just tuck it down. But I used a fuzzy one and not just wire, because that gave me a little extra something to glue the bow on with. Now where did I attach it? Okay. So here's where my ribbon came together. So that is where I want to put my bow to kind of cover it up, right? So just put a little healthy amount of glue right there where the bow came, or where the ribbon came together. and just stick my bow on there. Now, you can use finger protectors because may get glue on you. You can put something over to cover where that ribbon connected because you're still going to be able to see it a little bit. But I am going to actually put some greenery all around this bow so you won't be able to see it. Maybe even a jingle bell. See, I hadn't even decided. That is the beauty of crafting. You can just fly by the seat of your pants, which is what I normally do. So if that's the kind of DIYing you like, you are in the right place, my friend. So now some greenery. I hadn't even got out yet. Okay, so I have cube shelves back here, and there are 3 of those cubes that are filled with just one has it's random florals, random pieces and bits of picks. Then I have one bin that has like scrap ribbon. So one bin has random Christmas picks, one has random fall picks, and one has random like spring and summer picks. So when I go to do something like this little guy, I just need little bits and pieces. I don't need full picks. So when I do other DIYs and I have leftovers, I will save them for just such an occasion. So I found a piece of berries, a little piece of cedar or pine, just a little embellishment to go with him. I didn't really plan. Maybe a piece of that, and a little silver to snazzy him up a little bit. So I am just going to, I think, use a piece of pipe cleaner. I think I can. And just run it, get them all bunched together. And if you notice, I don't have a steady hand. I shake a lot. That comes with my neuropathy, I think. So I shake a lot and I have neuropathy in my hands. So if you notice I have trouble sometimes, just bear with me and we will get it done. It always turns out okay. It may just take me a little longer than the average Joe. Okay, so I twisted it all together and now I have a bunch of funky ends. So snip them off a little bit because I don't want those sticking out. But I do want a tiny bit sticking out for protection to keep it bound together. There you go. Now it kind of looks like a little Christmas corsage, right? So now we will glue it to, do we want to put it in the middle? In the middle or on the side? I think I will do it up the side and then we'll put jingle bells in the middle. So, oh, it's falling off. That's okay. I'll glue him on. Run some glue right here. A nice little healthy amount. And just glue this little guy in there. And then I tuck the stems in behind the bow. Just to kind of cover them up. And then run some hot glue on this fella right here. And stick him in there somehow. Just where he's hanging out. Blinging it up a little bit. Alright. Now for some jingle bells. If I can find the right ones. Do I want to use the big ones? Those are awful big, aren't they? Push that down and make sure it's staying in place. I have the smaller silver ones. I know I do. Okay, so Dollar Tree does sell bells. And I do have some. They were kind of big for this. I know they have all different sizes. I have not gotten all the sizes. I actually found some at Dollar General that they had. Here, they're right here. They had like red and green and gold. Yeah, red, green, and gold. And they're all different sizes. So I kind of like those. And they were $1 for a package. So same, not the same as Dollar Tree. I'm tearing the place apart. Now, I will use one of these pieces of pipe cleaner that I have hanging out up here to attach these 2 bells together so I don't just have to glue them down. I kind of want them to dangle a little bit, but not just enough to make some noise. So stick that through there. Don't know if you can see it. I hope you guys have been able to see this well enough. It's not a hard DIY, so if you missed something, just drop a comment below and I can help you out. If I have to, I'll come back on here and do it again. I'll show you. So there, I have it a little bit, if you can tell, a little bit of a loop in there. Alright, so I bent it in to where that piece of pipe cleaner wasn't hanging up like big. I just kind of bent it in towards the bells. So now I have a spot to glue where it can dangle freely. So put me some glue right on there. And throw my glue gun down apparently. Now just put that in there. And now the hot glue would attach to the bells, but with a slick surface like that, the hot glue it tends to want to peel off some. So if I have the pipe cleaner running through it, and then the glue can attach to the pipe cleaner a whole lot easier. So there is that, and I will fluff my bow back up where I have mangled the poor little feller. I hope you have enjoyed this DIY. I like making these. I love finding inspiration on Pinterest, on TikTok, on wherever. You guys share things with me, and I absolutely love that. Share stuff in the comments. If there's something you've seen or that you want to see if I can do, give me a challenge. I actually have a challenge video that I need to get on making, like, soon. Maybe today. My special friend Matthew sent me a challenge package, and God love him, he sent me some hard stuff. So I'm going to have to think up, I've been staring at this stuff and trying to think up an idea. So I will make a video today at least showing the items that he sent, and we'll see if I can figure out how to make a DIY or two out of the challenge items that he has sent me. So I hope you enjoyed making this little snowman top hat. And if you did enjoy it, please hit the thumbs up button right now. And make sure you subscribe and hit the personalized bell notification. That way you get notified every time I upload a video. So until next time, I will see you guys later in my crafty country.